Ipsy, what the heck? Hello everybody and welcome back to Advent season. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. Today we're hopping into the Ipsy 2023 Advent calendar, and I don't know if you guys have like picked up on it, but typically when I do Advent calendars, I like to like mix them up a bit. So I'll do one that I think is bad and then one that I think is good. So far we've done Sephora, and then we did Beekman, which I was excited about, and now we're doing Ipsy. So if that tells you anything, what I think could possibly be happening with this Advent calendar. Ipsy and I just have a very storied past, and also they made this calendar $50 more than it was last year. They technically made it supposedly a little bit more valuable, but for 50 extra bucks? The 2022 Advent calendar was our very first year doing it. It was $99 and had a value of like $600. This year, it is $149, and by the time we paid for like the taxes and all that stuff, mine came to $160.05. But this year they're offering a $680 value. That extra 50 bucks for only $80 more in value, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how to do math and percentages real good, but that's like an additional half the price of last year for only $80. If $99 equals $600 in value, then $150 should equal like $900 in value. Does that make any sense? Probably not whatsoever. Probably not. This is a 25-day Advent calendar. They have 10 full sizes in here and 15 deluxe samples. It does have 4 stars out of 57 reviews, which is not too bad. I'm just interested in seeing what they have in here. I feel like last year, basically, if you're an Ipsy subscriber, which you have to be able to get this, I feel like you have to get the glam bag and like add this on as like a thing. It was all like repeats from stuff we already got throughout the year. So I'm hoping we see something a little different, a little, you know, like maybe exclusive to the calendar that you don't get in like a regular Ipsy BoxyCharm icon box subscription, but we'll see. Alright, so just like last year, the packaging is very similar to last year. The colors are just a bit different, so I think there are 2 layers to this. So let's go ahead and get started here with day number 1. I can already tell from the hole in this box, we're starting off strong with a sheet mask. Perfect. I feel like this is just like a wonderful indication of potentially what is to come. We're starting off here with a rose-scented sheet mask. This is from Pacifica. It is a disobey time rose and something else. Oh, peptides. It is 100% vegan and cruelty-free. That's lovely for all skin types. Hydrate your skin while the peptides work their magic. Hydration and youth is what it promises. All lovely things. So that is day 1 of our Ipsy Advent calendar. I wish I could show y'all. Is this a disaster waiting to happen? Probably. Day number 2. Ooh, Iconic London. Of course. This is the Iconic London Triple Threat Mascara. Alright, so black mascara. This is, I'm assuming, a full-size makeup item. So that's nice. Very iconic London packaging. Just a nice gold shiny tube. This looks incredibly familiar. Have we received this recently? Man, I wish I had brain power to remember things. I'm looking around my horrible desk to see if this is just like hanging out somewhere. Definitely feels like a very like familiar product, something that we probably have received in Ipsy. All right, date number 3 is feeling kind of full size as well. That's nice. Okay, maybe I take that back. I really need to stop guessing stuff. Cute little bottle though. I like the bright pink of it. This is from Josie Maran. It's an argan beta retinoid pink algae serum. That sounds kind of fun, honestly. I wonder if the actual serum is pink itself. That could be fun. It's not, oh, a bubble. It's not so much pink as it is like this, like a nice kind of ambery orange. Looks like what that mosquito was trapped in that guy's stick in Jurassic Park. Day number 4 is up next here. Ooh, this looks like it could be fun. Anastasia. All right, we're seeing some makeup in here, and honestly, I don't think I personally have received this lipstick in any of my Ipsys recently, so that's fun. This is a satin lipstick in the shade Cherry, so I'm guessing we're gonna see a nice bright red. A pretty little tube there, nice and rose goldy, very shiny. I can't tell. I think it's metal. That is red. That is so red. I like though when bullet lipsticks kind of have that texture to them. They almost look like a little velvety on the outside. It's a very pretty lipstick. Definitely not my shade. Not my personal shade. Day number 5 is up next. Oh, look at you. Aren't you just small? Scan for 15% off. Look at that. Savings everywhere. I'm sorry. Parfum? I thought this was gonna be like the tiniest little lip product, but apparently there's a perfume in here. 0.07 ounces of a perfume. I feel like you suck in more than 0.07 ounces of perfume just like walking through like a mall or a Macy's. Twist at every turn. You're keeping us on our toes, Ipsy. It's a solid perfume. I was not anticipating that. I thought I was gonna pop this open and there's gonna be the smallest little bottle I ever did see. Okay, yeah, I'm picking up definitely like a florally scent. There's some flowers in there, I'd say. But there's almost kind of like a masculine note to it as well. Okay, it says the scent is almond cake before dinner just because. That's not what I was getting. The top notes are pineapple, peach, The heart notes are white florals, the base notes are toasted almond, white musk, and blonde wood. So I guess like the musks and the woods, that's kind of where I was getting the masculine from. Okay, fun, that's different. I've never tried a solid perfume before, so that's something different. Ooh, okay, day number 6 here, feeling something a little bit hefty. I don't know why I decided that like if it's heavy, it's good. Heavy equals good. Ah, I'm seeing some notes from Anastasia. Ooh, okay, Anastasia's stick highlighter. That could be really pretty. Ooh, it's a nice little chunky tube. It looks like we might maybe have like a dual ended thing. Yeah, so a brush on one end and then we have a highlight on the other. I'm not, does this not roll up any? Okay, I was like, you get like half, a quarter of a third of a one of a tenth of an ounce. It definitely does roll up. I'm assuming this is a full-size product. However, I'm not thinking this might be my personal highlight shade. It's looking a little deep for my natural skin tone. I wonder, do they send these to you based on your profiles? Because if they're gonna put in stuff that, you know, kind of relies on like knowing your complexion, and you also have to have the glam bag, I think anyway, to be able to get this calendar, then I definitely feel like there should be some customization that they're doing internally here to like send you a highlight that matches you. Such a smooth little slide down. It's kind of satisfying. All right, we're moving on here to day number 7, Wishful. Okay, so the next item we have in here, I think this is Huda Beauty's line of skincare stuff. Yo Glow Enzyme Scrub, and I absolutely know that we have received this recently, within like the past like few months. I'm still looking like I could be able to find anything in this area. Yeah, it has pineapple enzyme and papaya enzyme. I remember like reading this very distinctly. I'm definitely thinking this is one of our 15 deluxe samples that are gonna be in this 25-day advent calendar. Couldn't even gone like 50% full size. All right, moving right along here to day number 8. All right, this feels like it could be good. I'm seeing bubble wrap. That's rough. Oh God bless. Never for a second did I anticipate there would be 2 items in one day. That didn't even cross my mind that could occur. So I didn't think when I dumped it out there'd be multiple things falling out at me. Heavens to Betsy, these look very familiar. These look so familiar. However, they are 2 cute little palettes and they are makeup, so that's nice. And there are 2 of them, so that's, yeah. I feel like, did we not just get these in our glam bags? Like, my problem is I can remember things that happened like 10 years ago and think that it happened yesterday. But can I remember anything that happened yesterday? No. So these could have come at any point in my like 7-year tenure with Ipsy and I'd be like, we just got these. They're very pretty, they're very cute. I probably wouldn't get a ton of use out of the purple one, as you guys know. But I do like the warm toned one. It also is a little bit maybe on the pink side for like everyday use for me, but cute little palettes. Day at number 9 here, feeling pretty good again. Okay. Dazzling. Next up here from Trace Luce Beauty, we have a pumping lip gloss. This is the Lips Be Like pumping lip gloss in the shade Dazzling. Here's the lip gloss. I do like the idea that it is a plumping lip gloss. I think that's nice. It's like a really light kind of like golden champagne color. I feel like it wouldn't really deposit much color. It might be a little bit of like sparkle on your lips. This to me definitely seems like something you wear as more of like a lip gloss topper instead of like, you know, just plain on your lips. I guess you could though if you're just wanting like a little bit of plumping action, a little bit of like clear gloss with a bit of glitter. That could be pretty. Oh my. I looked at the box before I set it down and I was like, okay, 6, we're moving on to 7. I mean, yeah. 10 will be up next here. Anastasia! Did they have some type of deal with Ipsy or something? They're like, here's all the stock of stuff that's just not selling. We'll sell it to you for just insanely cheap. You put it all on our advent calendar, everybody wins. Stick highlighter that we literally just got that one. There's a repeat already. We just got one of these. I guess it's in a different shade maybe? Dang it, I put them all back in the boxes. I think I forgot to tell you guys the shade of this one anyway. Ipsy, what the heck? We're 10 days in and I have 2 of the exact same highlighters. Both Anastasia stick highlighters in the shade Iced Out. They're the same exact products. We're only 10 days in. You couldn't even like, I don't know, wait until later on in the advent calendar or hit us with a repeat? Definitely don't need 2 of them. And I definitely don't need 2 of them in a shade that is not mine. The number 12 is up next year. Ooh, interesting, compelling. There's a little like baggie. Look at that. Gosh darn it. Okay, so this is one of the things that bothers me about like Ipsy and has always bothered me. You're gonna put something like this in there, okay? This battery list, are you kidding? They couldn't even send us some batteries? Just popped in some AA's? They're gonna send us this batterly, oh my god, Skin Ink supplement bar. They'll try to convince us that something like this is very valuable, very expensive, right? To inflate the price of their subscription boxes or their advent calendars. They're gonna say like this is probably like a $60 item here. But in reality, is it? Do we really think this is a $60 item, this little vibrating stick? I feel like you can probably get these at the drugstore, you can get them off Amazon, probably anywhere, and I don't feel like it's gonna cost you 60 bucks to find one. But they'll say that's how much it's worth so they can like bump up those prices, bump up those values. No way. No freaking way. On the Ipsy website, they're saying this has a $125 value. Did you calculate this in your advent calendar as being $125 worth of the value? No. I don't believe you for a second that this is worth anywhere near that. This to me looks like something that you can buy wholesale, mass produced, and then private label it with your own little label and then say it's worth however much you want. Please, Ipsy, please tell me you did not calculate that in the value of this calendar. That looks a little bit familiar, doesn't it? MadeInChina.com is literally the name of this website. Golden Energy Beauty Bar Facial Face Massager for skincare. Looks like the minimum order is 10 pieces. It costs between $2.10 and $2.50. I'm gonna put the picture up here on the screen. It's the same one. It's the same one. This one's rose gold. I bet they have different colors. I bet they have different options for colors. $125, are we sure? $2.10 to $2.50. That's for 10. Think about buying like hundreds of them, thousands of them. I'm sure they're gonna give you a great deal. Can't even pop in 2 AA batteries. That one got me a little heated. Sorry about that, guys. I feel like I blacked out for a second. Ipsy, you think you're slick. You ain't slick. Everybody's got the power of Google Lens at their fingertips. You think you can pass off a $2 made in China wholesale item for a $125 facial massager? Okay, day number 11. Sorry, that was like a whole other thing. Give them Lala. Bora Bora bronzer. That also sounds very familiar. I don't know at this point. Everything is just, I don't know. Okay, just a little thing of it. I'm assuming this is not a full size. I wonder, like, why? Like, I wonder why. You know what I mean? I feel like Give them Lala is not like maybe a crazy expensive brand. I don't know too much about the brand, but I feel something like this could have been full size because I feel like this can't be full size, right? I just don't know so far why they bumped up the price $50 and they're still only including 10 full size items. Like $150, that's really expensive for an advent calendar. It is. So stuff like this, smaller brands, things that aren't like too crazy expensive, I feel like we could see full size of it. We got full size Anastasia stuff. I'm assuming this is a smaller brand. Ipsy could be helped out a smaller brand by purchasing larger items, more expensive, valuable items from them to put into their advent calendars, therefore like giving the customer more value and potentially like putting a little bit more money in the pockets of potentially smaller brands. Alright, the first little section is done here. We have been filming for quite some time because I went on like, oh my god, I went on a rampage about a vibrating wand. Let's go ahead and get on to this section of the advent calendar. These boxes these days look kind of good. They're quite a bit larger and honestly, it's much heavier. I don't think it's gonna be able to stand up on its own. Let's move on here to day number 13. Did y'all hear that clank? Did you hear just the empty space? I was like, ooh, these days are much bigger, larger. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. I got a little bit nervous for a second. I thought it was the Illamasqua eyeliner, which I'm very afraid of. But this is actually a KVD pencil tattoo liner. I don't think I've ever tried one of those. It's supposed to be a long wear gel eyeliner. That sounds fun. Oh my goodness, it's not in the shade black. It's in the shade Magnetite Gray. Oh, it's a nice little rolly up eye pencil. That's nice. I absolutely never wear gray eyeliner, unfortunately. At least not just like a standard black liquid liner. However, the tattoo liners are some of my favorite black liquid liners. Day number 14 is up next here. Oh, and it's another mascara that they just sent us. And I know they just sent us these because I had 2 of them. I think I got them in the last Ipsy unboxing I did, which was not that long ago. So yeah, we have another Huda Beauty Legit Lashes little mascara duo thing. One side is for volume and then one side is for lengthening and curling, which I mean, great. If you are an Ipsy subscriber and you did receive one of these in your Ipsy box, but you really like this mascara, then you can have another. But I do feel like the amount of repeats that we see between the advent calendar and the box really just diminishes like the value of the box for your subscribers, the people you're selling the box to. I don't know, maybe just for like advent calendars, they could like reach out to other brands, like do something different, do some collaborations, make something exclusive, just mix it up a little bit so your subscribers aren't getting the same exact things that they're seeing in their Ipsys in the advent calendar. I just feel like there could be more new and exciting things to like really entice people to purchase this advent calendar. Maybe just in the future, just think about some special exclusive items, some collabs or something that you could do to make this more enticing. 15 is up next here. Ooh, that's very hefty. Oh, it's a box. Box in a box. Ah, keys. Okay, I could tell by the little keyhole there on the top. Next item we have here is from the Alicia Keys line of skincare. This is the Skin Transformation Cream. I feel like even though this is a celebrity line, I've looked into some of her pricing and stuff, and I don't think it's terrible. It's not like crazy expensive, but I think like the packaging and stuff is really nice. It all comes in like this purpley glass. It feels nice and heavy, pretty like high quality. What you supposed to do? What you supposed to transform? It says developed in partnership with board certified dermatologists. That's good, right? It is a fragrance-free, potent yet gentle, clean formula to hydrate, nourish, and plump up the skin. So that sounds really nice. And like I said, I just think there's like a kind of a quality feel to this line. Oh, it's fragrance-free. I just said that and there I am sniffing it. Moving right along here to day number 16. Is this Elemis? Ah, I knew it! I do really enjoy Elemis stuff. They make some of my favorite moisturizers and that kind of thing. They are incredibly expensive, but for some reason on Ipsy's like little shoppy thing, you can find them for super cheap. Or maybe not super cheap, but at least like on sale, so that's good. Which I'm wondering how much of this stuff does come from like Ipsy's little shop. You know what I mean? Ooh, I might have to look into that. I feel like anytime you go to like the shop page on the Ipsy website, you do like, or like add-ons for your bags and boxes, they're always like, here's 1,000,000,000% off this thing. It was $199. You can get it for $29.99, which sometimes, depending on the product, it can lead me to question like how quality the product is if it's like on 1,000% off sale. But I do kind of wonder how many of these things from the advent calendar are also listed on the Ipsy shop page for like so much cheaper. They're claiming they're worth like the regular price inside of the advent calendar, even though you can get them on like super sale. I might have to look into some of that just to see, just out of curiosity. Anywho, the next thing we have here is a dynamic resurfacing facial wash. I'm assuming definitely a deluxe size sample of it. It doesn't look very large at all. I'm sure it's lovely. I might give it a go. I could use some resurfacing. That's what they do to like, you know, old bumpy roads. 17 up next here, feeling some heft. I do like a heft. Briogeo. Oh, it's soap. Aloe plus oat milk 3-in-1 cleansing bar. Now I did learn just recently from a YouTube comment that there's some like difference between like soap and an actual cleansing bar. Is cleansing bar fancier, perhaps, maybe? Interesting. Okay, this says with 2% colloidal oatmeal for hair, face, and body. Now see, this is like a way that I will potentially accept oatmeal being in an advent calendar. I don't know if it can work any other way. Why does that smell like erasers? I was anticipating the smell of like maybe like a oatmeal milk and honey. This smells like rubber. I feel like that's what I'm getting. I feel like I'm getting eraser, like a number 2 pencil. Crayon! It's crayon! It's not erasers. It's Crayola. These smell like, it's gonna smell like Crayola. Oh my gosh, it smells like a box of brand new Crayolas. One of them big packs, like the 48 packs. Ooh. Oh, it reminds me of childhood. I wish it smelled nicer. I honestly don't want like my hair, face, and body to smell like crayons. Oh my gosh, it smells like Crayolas. There's just like a lot of wax in here or something. And number 18 is up next, a very lightweight feeling. Ooh. I went from excitement for some reason because the packaging looked so different to just sheer disappointment. Now I will say absolute credit to you, Ipsy, for not putting one singular one of these in a whole day of your advent calendar. Thank you very much for not doing that. But now we just have like a whole kit and caboodle of these little telephone cord hair tie scrunchy things that I personally, for me, cannot use whatsoever. My hair is so thin and so fine that these just, they either get tangled up into them and they're a huge mess, or like they slide right out. There's no in between. There's no good in between for these. These are from Give Me Beauty, and there's 10 of them inside of this little pouch here. That's just so many. So there's so many more than I will ever need. Day number 19 is up next here. Oh, okay, this could actually be a pretty interesting product. We do have another hair product. I feel like we've had, well, that bar of soap, I guess you can rub it everywhere. I was gonna say, I feel like we've had a few hair products in a row here. This is from Vor. It is the She's Like the Wind Invisible Dry Shampoo. It has a conditioner and conditioner. Ooh. All right, that's a new one for me. I've never heard of a dry conditioner before, but I've heard a lot of good things about like powdery dry shampoos and stuff. Apparently, whatever's inside those little cans that you spray onto your head isn't fantastic for you. This oil-absorbing micro powder leaves hair feeling refreshed and volumized between washes. That actually sounds really nice. I wonder what it smells like. Oh, it does smell a little bit like berries. It looks like setting powder. Moving right along to day number 20. Oh, that's an interesting little tin. This looks cute. Bag balm. What do they mean by that? I've never heard of this, but I love the tin. This is precious. That's something different to me. This is really, really cute. It comes in like this adorable little tin. It looks very like British. It looks like a vintage British tiny tin. It says it's a skin moisturizer. Been around since 1899. Maybe that explains why it looks like this. Created on a dairy farm during a cold Vermont winter. Bag balm has been soothing dry, distressed skin from head to toe since 1899. Cute. I like it. There's a cow on the lid. I like that. Okay, something different. To me, I know it's just like a moisturizer. It's like a balmy moisturizer, but like it's different to me. I haven't seen it in Ipsy 1,000 times. Something a little different. I resist the urge to say 21 anytime the number comes up because I know that's a very outdated meme. And I'm old. Okay, I know. Oh, it's my favorite cream. I am currently working my way through a jar right now that I feel like I got like last Christmas. We got so many things of Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. It's an expensive cream, something I probably like wouldn't normally purchase for myself, but I ended up really liking that, and unfortunately they show up in advent calendars and subscription boxes all the time. So yay! 22 is up next. We got us a little thing of Glam Glow Super Mud. This is a clearing treatment. I don't know if they specifically mean for like acne or maybe like to clean out your pores, and it doesn't really tell me. Oh, there is one of these little like back in the day there's this thing called atlases, road maps, and you would like unfold one and it just kept going, and then you could never put it back the way it was. There's one of those little kind of things attached to the bottom of it, so I'm sure it tells you down here more about it. Yeah, see one of these little fold out things? What did I just say about not being able to fold paper back? Day number 23 is up next here. We'll go 3 days left. We have 3 days left to try to find $680 worth of value inside of this calendar. This was very light. That tricked me. That absolutely tricked me. I was like, it's empty. There's nothing in there. But it's over here. I already see the 2 little gems in the middle part of the brush, so these are definitely from Estelle Miss Glam. We have a set of 3 little brushes here. It looks like we have an eye brush, maybe a couple different like powdery brushes. This one says blending eye brush, precise face brush, and flat flesh brush. Brush is a hard word for me. They feel decently soft. They feel very standard brushes, but at least there's 3 in here. Day 24 is up next. I will give Ipsy credit for doing a 25-day advent calendar. I feel like most advent calendars are like 12 days or 24 days. This one's 25, so that's nice. Oh, okay. I had so many people tell me that they love this hand cream. This is from Diana's. I don't know. There's a goat on it though, so that makes me real happy. This is a hand and body goat milk cream. It's in the scent Vanilla Bean, and I love vanilla scented things. Ooh, that's a nice vanilla scent. They're not supposed to be like greasy and stuff. They're supposed to be nicely hydrating, so it's nice that we have like a full-size one in here. I'm glad it's not one of these little guys. And that brings us to day 25 of the advent calendar, the very last day. In my personal opinion, what should be the best day of the advent calendar, because you're working your way down to this. You're counting down to day number 25. So hopefully we get something just simply magical in here. If it's a pen, I riot. It's a sponge. That's almost worse somehow than a pin. We have a Dose of Colors Seamless Beauty Sponge. I don't know if I've ever worried about the seams of my beauty sponge before, or even seen one with seams. Or maybe it's just supposed to make your makeup seamless. Maybe they're not talking about the literal seams of the sponge. Oh, it's a weird shape. So that's a little different. That's something different. I was gonna say, like, I don't know why I think this is worse than a pin, because a pin at least typically like they have something to do with the calendar that they're in. That requires a little thought, a little effort, a little creativity. But a sponge, it's rounded on the bottom and then like it has like a cone on top. It feels pretty nice. It has like a nice velvety feeling on the outside. I'm sure like it swells up good with some water in it. I'm sure it's a perfectly fine beauty sponge. Is it what I anticipate seeing on the final day of an advent calendar? Personally, no. Other people might disagree though with my very staunch stance. The final day of the advent calendar should be the best thing. Well, I'll write you guys. That was everything in the Ipsy 2023 advent calendar, and like I have thoughts, and I've said my thoughts kind of throughout the video. One, I feel like they're inflating the value by putting in a device that you can buy online in bulk mass wholesale, potentially for $2. I don't love and I don't agree with the false inflation of like the value of the advent calendar. I don't like that they raised it 50 bucks. I don't see a $50 extra worth in value here personally from last year. I don't love that they send a lot of repeat items to customers who already purchased their boxes. And I feel like some of these things, if you went in and looked at their shop, you probably could find them for sale on their shop. I feel like they're definitely not taking into account the sale price of those items. They're calculating the full price of those items, I'm sure, to get the value for this box. Okay, I just went through all 1,277 items on the Ipsy shop page, and these are my findings. Now, there's probably some stuff I missed, because honestly, I've already kind of forgotten some of the things we got in here. But here are some of the things I found. The Key Soul Care Skin Transformation Cream was $32. It is now 72% off, which makes it $8.99. This one's a little bit tricky. So there's a bundle of iconic London makeup that is worth apparently $161. It's on sale for 84% off, bringing it to 25 bucks. And right there, smack dab in the middle, that's that mascara that we just got. So if they're selling this whole bundle for $25, then how much could that mascara be going for? We got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Satin Lipsticks. Those are $23. They're 52% off, now $11. This one's real good. We got the Dazzling Trace Luce Lip Plumper. That was originally $16. It is now 75% off for $4. Again, another little bit of a tricky one here. We have a little set of Pacifica Beauty with the same mask in it. The set is originally worth $20. It is on 30% off sale, so much less than some of the others for 14 bucks. So that little mask there, I'm sure can't, you know, it also wasn't that much. The KVD tattoo pencil liner was $25 on sale, 40% off, 15 bucks. We got the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick highlighter was $34, now 32% off for $23. We got 2 of those. And then the Give Them Lala bronzer, I found the full size of it. It was $26. It is now on sale for 73% off for $7. And you're telling me you couldn't put that in the advent calendar? You're telling me that you had to give us a little itty bitty mini ones. Now there probably were more items that I missed. There probably were some items that are no longer listed. I personally, if I was trying to upsell my subscribers, saying that like a little vibrating stick wand thing is worth $125, but it was listed in my store for like much less than that, I would just go ahead and remove that from the shop during the time when the advent calendar was out. Some of the things might be sold out. Some of the things might not be listed in their shop because they only have the small versions that they put into the Ipsy bags. They're just leftover like Ipsy bag things. So yeah, I'm just saying, I think that $680 value that they gave us is baloney. I think it's baloney according to how much value they place on their own items in their own shop. I feel like I could buy 25 things from this shop and make my own calendar for like cheaper than what I spent on it on this one. Based on these sale prices, I feel like I could spend less than $150 and make my own advent calendar out of their Ipsy shop items. Okay, I'm sorry. After this, I promise I'll stop. I've been gone for like an hour and I keep coming back because I can't help but like do the math to actually figure out what the real value of this calendar is according to Ipsy and how much they would typically sell you their things for on their website, but decide to upcharge you when it comes to the calendar. I did all the calculations here. I found everything, and this is the number if you truly believe that that little face massager stick is worth $125, which I don't in the least, in the slightest, but I can't find it for another price on the Ipsy website, so that's what we have to go with. I came up with a total retail value of $553.08, which is $127-ish less than what they claim the value to be. To me personally, especially for raising it 50 bucks from last year, to me personally, that's a lot of missing value. That's a lot of overinflated value. That's a lot of them saying, oh, this is worth this much, but you can buy it for so much cheaper on our website, but we're gonna upsell it to you in this advent calendar. I understand that technically a lot of those things, that is the retail value besides that little vibrating stick. I just can't get behind it. I'm sure there's some other artificially inflated items in there, like the SL Miss Glam brushes. I said they're $38. Really? That's how much they're worth, you think? Not so sure. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of artificially inflated values, and I feel like that's what's happening with their advent calendar, and I feel like also that's what happens a lot with their subscription service, like in general. That's my piece. That's all I had to say. So maybe it's not my favorite one, but I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions about this advent calendar down below in the comments. Do you think it's good? Do you not think it's good? Did you get it? Did you enjoy it? Just anything you all want to let me know, leave it down below in the comments. I love reading and responding to your comments. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. It's just thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing. We have so many advent calendars left to go. It would mean the world to me. It would also mean the world to Rin and Tater. And I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!